heads up, I recently got a review that said that my comedy, and I quote, offers little to heterosexuals. So, if you're wearing chinos, buckle up. Give me a whoop if you are an LGBTQIA plus person. Strong showing from the Alphabet Mafia. Give me a whoop if you are a heterosexual person. Quieter. And it isn't because there are fewer of you, is it? It's because whooping for being straight is a little bit like whooping for being white. Heterosexuals, I am of course joking. You're obviously welcome here. You're welcome everywhere. That's how privilege works. Now, I always used to describe myself as a gay man, but I was specifically one of those gay men who's bought into heteronormative ideas of masculinity, so is only actually attracted to straight men, hence why I do stand-up comedy. I'm up here doing comedy, but no, mostly I'm cruising. Just scanning the audience for a lack of fashion sense. If you're not one, thank you for coming dressed as one, is all I can say. But a few years ago, I decided to take a step along the gender journey, and I started calling myself non-binary. Do we have any non-binaries in the room? Wow. Sometimes you just know you're at a stand-up comedy show. And that's fine, because you see, I decided that gender identity was silly. And that I didn't have to have a gender identity. The problem is, saying that you don't have to have a gender identity is not the same as not having a gender identity. I do have a gender identity. It's just that, unfortunately, my gender identity is Lana Del Rey. So, I pressed on. And what I've done in the last couple of years, something quite radical. I uploaded my most feminine photos to Tinder, changed my gender to female, and oh, the messages become quite niche. Message number 1 from a gentleman, one word, fingers, question mark, lovely. Now, my first thought was, honestly, ambitious to go straight for the plural. But then my second thought was, do you know what? That sort of opening was fine when I was a gay man and I was on Grindr. I'm a lady now. I'm on Tinder. I expect romance. I expect sentences. So, the next message that I received was arguably a sentence. It said, I bet you're touching yourself right now. Statistically, not a good bet. I was on the bus at the time. So granted, he was bang on, but he was very lucky. There have been some more promising gentlemen. The next one, we're going to call him Charlie because that's his name. Charlie was a straight Essex lad, bit of rough. Charlie said that he was going to make me feel like a real woman, which I think mostly involves doggy style. I think that's something that a lot of women don't realise. It's not about being a sister, a role model, a mother. It's about wearing silky tights while he puts it in your bum. But honestly, I have been shocked by the number of messages that I have received from apps from heterosexual gentlemen, including a particularly choice one from Charlie's dad. I don't know if they were related, but straight men all look the same, so... I presume chinos is a genetic issue, I'm not sure. Because I didn't realise that roughly 100% of heterosexual men are currently on dating apps looking for this. And when I say 100%, I mean look around the room. If he's wearing boat shoes, I've had him. And so I thought I would leave you with the story of the first gentleman that I ever went to meet on this gender journey. Would you like to hear that story?
Yeah.
This gentleman taught me a series of valuable lessons, and at the grand old age of 30-something, they are not lessons that I thought I would have to learn. Lesson number 1, do not of a Friday evening, finish work, and then head to the office bathroom to do a speed drag face. Why? The cleaners want to go home. They're going to be banging on the door, but you're not going to be able to let them in because you're going to have mascara over here, foundation down here, eyelashes down your arm, and your trousers around your ankles because you're not just powdering your face. Lesson number 2, while doing your speed drag face, do not also attempt to do a speed anal shave. You'll cut yourself. And then you'll try to powder over that cut, creating a red paste. Next up, once you've finished this process, please don't pull up your trousers and push out through a semicircle of disgruntled cleaners wearing what can only be described as negligee, and then get on a train to Chelmsford. It's a busy commuter train. You won't feel comfortable. And finally, once you arrive in Chelmsford, please don't make your way to a man's hotel room. Why? Because he won't be there. Thank you. I've been Chris Nelson.